Well, Learning to Fly has come through to close off the pick six. GREYVILLE and Veal team up here. Well done to the owners. Know most of them. Cummings, Horsfield. I'm sure that's Ian Arthur Potts and Tony GREYVILLE keeping a share as well. Tony, you know, before we even touch on this win, I've just been watching your horses' recent meetings and things are looking good.
Yeah, the form's been very good, Dees. I think we've had 4 winners in the last month, and you know, we've got a small string. We only have about 40 horses, and so we enjoy it. You know, I like the horses, and I like to keep a personal eye on every one of them, and that's why we do it. You know, we're not trying to be champion trainer. We're just trying to keep the percentages up. I must say it was a very good ride by Sean. I didn't want to put him under much pressure. Him and Dennis's horse were the highest rated horses in the race. I think they were both rated 72. And I decided to run him in a qualified maiden and drop him in distance because he over-raced a bit last time with blinkers on over 1,500. And it was a very hot day that day. If you remember, it was one of those days at Maritzburg, it was 40 degrees. He didn't look like he enjoyed the heat that much as well. So listen, I'd rather race for 100,000 because he was always going to win a maiden. Why race for 25 grand less? But
sure.
At the end of the day, we don't want to keep these horses that we think are moderate for too long because it's expensive to keep them. And but on today's win, look, he may have another win in him. I'll decide whether or not to keep him. Well done to my partners. We all bring him together. It's a lot of fun. We've had a few mares. We don't have any more. And so well done to them. But as I say, I think Sean really rode a good race. Not because he won. It was a good ride, a clever ride.
Plus the drop in distance as well. You think that was the trick this afternoon?
Yeah, look, I think 7 furlongs most probably his maximum. 6 or 7. I think he's equally good, but I actually think he's better on the grasses horse. I might be wrong, but that's my gut feel. We'll see. We'll see whether we keep him or not.
It's amazing the way time goes by. Just around the corner now is our champion season, and Summerveld will be alive again.
Oh, these days coming in this year, we will have not one single yard open. In fact, most of the boxes, apart from a few pockets of empty boxes, we will have none of them. Justin arrives with 10 or 12 on Sunday. Vaughan on Monday with, I think, quite a big load. And during the month of March, they'll all be shipping in. And April, I think Sean Terry also arrives with his string. And a lot of these guys have been given a second yard in Summerveld. So Summerveld and Ashburton are going to be very full places in the next few years. Well, you know, it's good. Natal Racing, at least we managing at this stage to hold our heads above water in a tough economic climate, in a tough trading environment.
Sure.
And we got to try and keep the regulators on side, which is obviously not an easy situation. Try and get them to understand the positive effect this has on a lot of ordinary people's lives. And when I say ordinary people, this is a labor-intensive business. We employ a lot of grooms that otherwise would not find employment in any sort of formal sector.
Correct.
And there's actually a great camaraderie generally between the grooms and the trainers and the jockeys, and it's good. It's an industry that employs a lot of people and that has a lot of benefits to the economy. So we just got to keep working on that. And we all love this game, Dees. We do it because we're so passionate about it. And to my friend Robert, he was asking me for a lot of confidence. He's an average horse, and I hate backing average horses. You know, there was one horse in the card today that was the Bet Michael's horse.
Yeah.
Highest, best-rated horse, level weights in the novice. He was a certainty. She should have won by 5, I think, the way she was handicapped, but she won by a length and a half, and as long as the number's in the frame. So we're happy.
Tony, all the best to your patrons. Well done to your team as well.
Thank you, Dees.
Lovely. Let's get Sean in now. I've got a few punters that have told me to give Sean a big, but I'm not going to give him a big. I'm actually going to just give him a handshake. I got so many messages coming through on my phone. You know, punters, they talk from their pocket, and they said that was a tremendous ride from you, Sean, to help them out at the back. So what a ride.
Thanks, Dees. You know, he moved up so effortlessly this was. I thought he was going to win going away, you know. But also Donovan's ran a credit for the race. I know they fancied him because they put Warren on it. But my horse dug down today. Well done to Mr. GREYVILLE and his team. This was looked tremendous in the ring. He cantered down well, and he duly obliged for me.
You were on the mark after race number 1. You said, this is my best ride coming up in race number 8.
Yes, Dees, you know, I don't know why I haven't had the opportunity to ride this horse. But from his barrier, every time he's just learning and learning. Maybe it's a good thing that I only got into him today, and I duly obliged for the team. So well done to them for all their hard work. They're putting in. Things are turning for Mr. GREYVILLE's yard again, and they're turning in a big way, especially before the season starts. He's got a couple of nice horses, and hoping we're competitive, you know, during the season.
You always give your family a mention, your lovely wives here. Your 2 boys are with you now. This young man I'm impressed with. How's he grown up? Look at this little tiger here, GREYVILLE.
Yes, these are my biggest supporters. These, if it's not for them, I won't be standing here talking to you. They what I wake up every day for. These to my wife. You can see my boys are both looking well, so it's a tremendous job from her. And you know, I'm just so blessed. These for riding Mr. Riville and Mr. Dry and everybody who supports me. I'm just very blessed at the moment.
I'm going to get a nice shot here while they got some pics. Candice, can we have a pic here with Shawnee and his lighties? Yeah, that's a nice one. Well done, Sean. Nice way to.
He's just well done to Mr. Riville and Terry again.
Well done. And let's get the winning groom in. His name is Mantu. Well done to the winning groom. Mantu takes care of learning to fly. Precious Mbata, hard at work, as always. She's our promotions manager at Gold Circle. And that's a wrap of our race meeting at Hollywood Bets GREYVILLE. A big thank you to Craig Peters upstairs calling all 8 races. We had Warren Lanferner from Gold Circle TV. Of course, Devon has helped him with a few races as well. We thank them. We have to thank the boys in the OB van. That's Mr. Fish and Chips, Matthew and Denver, Mr. Curry and Rice, Levi, and I've been alongside Imlu, who's done an outstanding job this afternoon in the parade ring. Until we meet again, you take care. Salani Gasle.